keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm so independent. It's only me right there. All my checkers with diamonds don't need a necklace. The rebuild the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. Rebuild the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your confidence. I know this gon' feel the I know the dollar signs. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. Gang time. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 For the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest, but I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up.
Show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Jackson now down around his goal line. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running from the gun, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score our home team 7. Visitors 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go to Johnson again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After run 7-0. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to work. Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. Touchdown! Chris Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Our home team 14, visitors 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jackson's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead.
of my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Again, it's Johnson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. Results in a first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, it's Johnson. Touchdown! Chris Johnson, 27 yards.
I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the park and they know I'm in prison, he wanna talk to me.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw again on second down. Hurts on the right side, caught by Green. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. They run. It's Johnson. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Johnson, 35 yards. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chris Johnson, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Right to the air is Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Jackson. Got his target, Samuel. Finding room at midfield. He's at the 30, 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 71 yards. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They try the left side with Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can be.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Reggie White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there. 72 yards.
It's a gain of 72 yards. That's good.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Johnson again.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson now. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, here's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here.
And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw is Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 16, Mahomes tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Thomas brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make